Hello everyone, and welcome to the new year. I know I am a bit late to this party, but I still wanted to say that since this is the very first video of 2026 in this channel. I originally planned to make a video that discusses or showcases what stuff I have made in 2025, and I will probably do that on a later date when I have the time and patience. I actually started to hastily craft together a video where I would do just that, but not only did I have this idea way too late, but I was also very not pleased with the end result. I used all kinds of leftover bits, cork, cardboard, basically used all the techniques that I have learned over the years, over the 2 years that I've... So, yeah, this will come a bit later, maybe. I do not want this channel to become another stress factor, and I also do not really aim to become anything big here, so I don't really care about that. What I do want to do is that this is the first episode of 2026, so there will be a new playlist of the hobby report. The latest year I had the goal of finishing my salamander army, and that actually worked out really well. The only thing that I still gotta finish is my novitiates kill team, but I still got time for that. It are just 5 miniatures and I want this team to be very cool, so I'll take my time. Now, one of the last videos that I uploaded in 2025 was about my custom Stormcast Eternal hero. And in that video I said that I first wanted to play by the rules and so on and on, but then I actually started to get into solo play a little bit more and testing out Age of Sigmar rules and so on and on. And I figured if I'm playing solo, it couldn't hurt to do a little bit of fun stuff, because after all, I want to enjoy myself in this hobby, and so should you. Therefore, I decided to come up with a Regiment of Renown that is utilizing the 3 heroes that I have showcased in that video. So I've gotten hold of the Spirit of Dorfus and Arch Revenant miniatures during the Stormbringer magazine last year, and within the campaign that came with the entire series, there was never any talk about ally rules and the likes, at least not in the issues that I have bought. In every battle plan you simply had a list or suggestions of units that you could use, and they were from all kinds of the armies that you had there, only divided by the ones that were from the Order or from Destruction. 3rd edition actually had ally rules, but in 4th edition, from what I know, everything is now controlled by the Regiments of Renown, which are supposed to be mercenaries that can be recruited into any army. At least any army that they are allowed in. This allows you, for example, to have Sylvaneth units in a Stormcast Eternals army. However, it only applies to very specific constellations of units, and you can buy these in a package, but for my purposes that really wasn't an option. Usually these units are divided into an organization that shows you which units you have to put into that regiment to form that regiment, and then in what kind of army they are allowed in. Now, obviously you could just screw all that and play 4th edition just like any other game, where you simply deploy unit by unit. But I do think that the regiment system has a little charm to it. It simply is a bit too restrictive. But as I said, especially when I'm playing solo, I can basically do whatever I want as long as I have fun. and I do think we can apply that to other games of your liking as well. The advantage of this system is that every Regiment of Renown comes with one or more special abilities. These are meant to balance out the fact that if you would use these units in an army that they do not belong to, they would not have access to any of their army rules. So the plan that I used here was the following. To form this Regiment of Renown, you would need one Spirit of Dorfus and one Arch Revenant. The Spirit of Dorfus has an ability that is only activated if an enemy unit that he is in combat with is within 3 inches of an awakened wildwood. But in this regiment, the Arch Revenant that is deployed is also counted as an awakened wildwood. Therefore, any bonuses that would apply due to this ability are also activated when an enemy target is within combat range of the Arch Revenant. Now, I already told you that my Path of Glory hero has had some ties to the realm of Giran, and therefore a connection to my specific miniatures. And because of that, I decided to make this part a little bit more generic. I will show you the wall scroll of my Path to Glory hero on screen so that you can screenshot that or use any miniature for that if you want to use this regiment in the same way that I do. But I phrased it so that this regiment can be used with any Stormcast Eternal hero that uses the Knight template, which will make that hero worth 150 points. Also, that hero can only be an infantry hero. I don't know what kind of funny stuff you can do with this, but have fun and tell me in the comments if you actually use this. The idea of this regiment is that the Stormcast hero is a companion of the other two. In my case, my hero has known the Arch Revenant before he became a Stormcast Eternal, and thus the two of them fight very well together. To reflect that, the Stormcast hero added in this way will get the Kornofi keyword, and that in turn will give him any bonuses applied by the Arch Revenant Kornof Champion ability. Now, I could have phrased it in a way that will only make this possible, but I also think it would be kind of funny to have a random Stormcast Eternal that supports any Sylvaneth army that way. I have absolutely no idea how good an idea this is, and if it actually is broken, but from at least my testing with my Stormcast Eternals army in solo play, I never really had any problems. Actually, I think it wasn't as great of an idea because my hero seems to be a lot better if he just stays in the background and camps while the other ones are tanking, and he can heal them up. But I guess that's one way of storytelling, because in the first game he was absolutely annihilated by a swarm of orcs. So yeah, this is my first video of 2026, and also my first homebrew content for Warhammer and Age of Sigmar specifically. No idea where else we will go here, but yeah. If this was helpful to anyone and anyone wants to try it out, again, write me in the comments. I would be overjoyed to read what kind of stories you take on with this regiment. Or if you yourself thought about any kind of custom regiment of renown that you would make. Because this here is a very, very simple thing. There are no real fancy special rules or anything. I just made it so that this regiment would work in any army that it is placed in, because now you will always have the ability to grant the Dorfos its special bonuses, and the Arch Revenant can also grant bonuses to a Stormcast hero, and all that ties in with the lore that I fought for myself. So I think it works out, and if you have any kind of ideas like that, just post them in the comments, and don't be shy to try it out yourself. And with that, I wish you once again a good start into this year. I hope this first month of January was good to you, and if not, don't worry, you still have 11 more months until 2027. So let's roll the dice and have some fun.